What is up, Broncos fans? The Denver Broncos show back here again to do another video. In this video, I wanted to give a little quick recap of the Broncos' 23-20 win over the Minnesota Vikings at home this past Sunday in Week 4 of the NFL season. Damn good game. Again, another gutsy win by the Broncos. Finding a way to win seems to be kind of the mindset of this team so far this season. You know, again, it's never pretty. It's never the most ideal performance from the Broncos, but again, we just find a way to win. And again, it's on the back of our defense. Great play by T.J. Ward there at the end of the game to force a fumble on Teddy Bridgewater off a sack, and again get us the win. And now the Broncos are 4-0, so not much more you can ask for. I've been repeating that so far this season. Again, the theme of this team is just kind of being able to grind out these wins, find a way to win, and just get the job done. So another great win for the Broncos, and much respect to the Minnesota Vikings as well and all their fans here on YouTube. You guys got a great young team, man, and it definitely showed. They gave us all we could handle and almost beat us at home. That's a team that definitely is going to be, I think, vying for a playoff spot in the NFC this year and really contending in the years to come. They are a scary-looking young team under Mike Zimmer, and again, much respect to them. Now, usually in my recaps, I'm obviously very in-depth. I go through kind of the stats of the game and how they correlate to what we saw in the game and what I saw in the game, and usually I like to go back and watch the game a second time and kind of really watch it intently and you know, kind of slow down the plays and really try to be very in-depth with my breakdowns here. But because this video is late, I'm just going to kind of give my brief thoughts on the game. Again, I didn't rewatch the game, so this isn't going to be as in-depth. I didn't, you know, look at the stats for the game and take notes for it and things of that nature, because I like to take notes as well when I rewatch the game. So this won't be as in-depth of the breakdown. And again, since my last video got like 30 views, you know, I'm just going to try to make this video as quick as possible. Again, not many of you are watching these anyway, which, you know, is fine. I still enjoy doing these videos, but I'm not going to put, you know, that same effort level into the videos, you know, if not as many people are watching it. That just doesn't make sense. So this video is going to be a little different. Just want to kind of let you guys know beforehand. Again, not going to be as in-depth a breakdown, just kind of giving my brief thoughts. And, you know, if this format, if you guys end up liking this more, or more people watch this format or enjoy this format, then I'll just switch to this in general. So let's get to the game. Again, the Broncos beat the Minnesota Vikings 23-20 this past Sunday. Now, getting into the game itself, again, very good game here between the Vikings and Broncos. Close win for Denver as they only win by 3 points. But definitely a game that you saw us do some good things. Offensively, we definitely struggled with some of the same things that we've struggled with pretty consistently so far this season. Obviously, the main one being running the ball. Offensively, we didn't run the ball very effectively at all. Now, Ronnie Hillman had a great touchdown. I think it was in the first or second quarter. Definitely was in the first half. It's like a 70 or 80-yard touchdown run on a toss. Was able to get to that edge and just explode and make a great run. And again, huge play for us offensively. We don't win the game without that touchdown run there, and great play by Ronnie Hillman. But besides that run, really didn't have much success running the ball. Again, I think, you know, a lot of it is just the fact that we don't have a premier talent at the running back position. Again, I don't think C.J. Anderson really has the elite burst or vision you want, so to say, from the running back position at this level. And while I think Ronnie Hillman obviously has the speed and the burst, I'm not sure he also necessarily has the vision or size to be a elite running back position. So I think a lot of it has to do with that, but I think a lot of it also has to do with our offensive line. And, you know, I think the main problem really is Matt Paradis, our center. I know I've kind of picked on him this season, but if you want to be really honest and you want to be real with this team and your assessment of this team, he's just, I don't think, a very quality starting center. I think he's a smart guy, he's a tough guy, he's a great guy to have in your locker room. But I've said it now for 4 weeks that Max Garcia should be starting at that center position. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's a better run blocker, no question. He's just a more physical, nasty player, and I think he'd bring some much-needed toughness to this Denver Broncos offensive line. So I'd love to see that adjustment made, but, you know, I don't think it's going to happen. Hopefully it does. I also think Max Garcia, in terms of a block, the blocking scheme that we have, fits in better with Gary Kubiak's system there, kind of that zone blocking scheme. So we'll see if that's an adjustment the Broncos make, but obviously that's a problem that's going to have to eventually either improve or it's going to come back to bite us later in the year. In terms of passing the ball, again, we didn't have much success there offensively as well. Peyton had a few nice throws, but, you know, he throws 2 interceptions here, and they're very bad interceptions. I think the first one he kind of just looked at Anthony Barr the whole way. Great play by Anthony Barr, who's one of the promising young linebackers in the league today. But Peyton Manning just kind of looked at him the whole way. Barr read his eyes and made a great interception. And then the second interception, I believe, was on a pass intended for Emmanuel Sanders, and it was for Demaryius Thomas, excuse me. And Peyton Manning kind of overthrew him. Just kind of a terrible decision. But again, kind of just staring at it the whole way. Harrison Smith, the great safety for the Vikings, read the play, jumped the route, cut in front of DT, and picked it again. So some's got to give there with Peyton Manning. Either he's going to continue this kind of I would say average level of play for his standards. I don't think he's played as bad as the media and everyone wants to make it out to be, but obviously he didn't play very well in this game. And I hope he improves. Obviously we haven't necessarily needed him to be the 55 touchdown Peyton Manning of 2013 or the guy in 2012. We haven't needed that Peyton Manning so far this year. But with the lack of success we've had running the ball, eventually I think we're going to have to need Peyton to do some things offensively. So not the best performance offensively, but still, we won the game. Again, Brandon McManus, our kicker, has been great all year. Had some big field goals for us here in this game, and hopefully we make an adjustment there at the center position. Start Max Garcia, maybe get the run game going a little more, and hopefully that will open up some things in the passing game. And Peyton hopefully can make some better decisions and reads with the ball, in the future. But I'd say a mediocre performance for the offense nonetheless here against a very stout Vikings defense. And now just talking about the defense, again, they were phenomenal. They were the most talented defense in the NFL, and I said that in my preview for the Broncos that it made for, all the AFC, all the teams previewing the AFC going into the season, that this is probably the most talented defense the Broncos have possibly ever had. And there's just so much depth here. And it showed in this game. So many great plays made by so many different players. DeMarcus Ware, once again, doing a great job getting a sack, putting pressure on Teddy Bridgewater. Von Miller also had a sack. I think as a defense in this game, we had 7 sacks on Bridgewater. Did a great job of really collapsing the pocket on him and getting to him and hitting him. And once again, beating up the opposing team's quarterback and pressuring Bridgewater all game long. To his credit, he made some phenomenal throws on the or on the run, excuse me, and really made some great plays and throws under pressure. Also was able to have some make some plays with his legs and have some nice scrambles here. Picked up some big first downs for the Vikings. But all in all, once again, the pressure was huge for us. Did a great job of interiorly collapsing the pocket. Our interior pressure was great. Malik Jackson, Sylvester Williams, each of them I think had half a sack here. They both got to Teddy Bridgewater at the same time on one play. They did a great job of kind of pushing the pocket interiorly. And then our secondary I thought played well. Now Chris Harris struggled definitely against Mike Wallace, and then Stephon Diggs, the rookie wideout for the Vikings, who looks like a very promising young wide receiver out of Maryland. Guy is a burner playmaker. Was able to get deep on us a few times. So got to clean some things up in terms of our coverage. But Chris Harris is a guy, obviously he's one of the best corners in the NFL, but the one thing he struggles with is elite speed and mainly elite vertical speed, and obviously Mike Wallace possesses that. So that's kind of why they were beating us a lot, deep with Mike Wallace primarily on Chris Harris. And again, Teddy Bridgewater, to his credit, made some phenomenal throws. But we did make an adjustment there. Keep to leave came on Mike Wallace, was able to kind of contain him a little bit. So you like seeing adjustment there made by Wade Phillips. We did a great job of containing Adrian Peterson. Besides that one run where I think it was T.J. Ward or Brandon Marshall, one of them missed their gap, poor gap responsibility there, and discipline shown by the Broncos defense. AP was able to find the open hole and take it 80 yards. Besides that run, we did a great job of really bottling AP up. Our defensive line, I thought, dominated the line of scrimmage against the Vikings O-line. I just thought we did a great job containing Adrian Peterson. Again, our corners did a great job of coming up for run support, tackling him on the outside, and we really limited him a lot. But obviously you got to talk about the play that won the game, and that's from T.J. Ward, who was absolutely flawless in this game, man. He finishes with 2 sacks. Wade Phillips has done a great job of really kind of mixing up our corner safety blitzes and doing a great job of disguising them as well. The game-winning play, T.J. Ward just gets a free run to Teddy Bridgewater. I think Adrian Peterson missed the block there, and T.J. Ward just makes a great play, knocks the ball from Teddy Bridgewater's hands, and then you see Brandon Marshall make an even better play to push the ball. I think it was to Sylvester Williams, or it was one of our defensive linemen, Sylvester Williams, Antonio Smith, Malik Jackson, one of those guys. Brandon Marshall, after the ball was fumbled, was able to kind of great heads-up play, push the ball to them, and we recovered the ball and win the game. So defensively, I mean, you love that. And again, TJ Ward, probably maybe the most underrated, underappreciated guy on this defense. He's such a linchpin to the success of this defense. But, all in all, just a great performance. As Shane Ray also had a sack in this game. You love seeing that. Best defense in the NFL. There's so much talent everywhere. Bradley Roby, Keith Talib, Chris Harris, Brandon Marshall, Dane Trevathan, TJ Ward, Darian Stewart, Antonio Smith, Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, Malik Jackson, Shane Ray. I mean, you can just go on and on and on. I'm even missing some guys. Sylvester Williams, Darius Kilgo, and now we get Derek Wolfe back. So this defense is just continuing to get better. Again, just a flawless performance by the defense. Got beat deep a few times, but we'll clean that up. TJ Ward, huge play, the linchpin to our success, and again, is a guy that is just so underrated. He does so many different things. He's so fun to watch in terms of his ability to play that safety position. He can come up in the box and be a linebacker. He's a great tackler, obviously a big hitter, can be a ball hawk, can blitz and make plays like the one he did to win the game, and is just a great player, man. Great play by him, and just again, great play by our defense. They're the reason we once again won this game. Leave a comment below. What you think of the performance here by the Broncos? How do you think we performed defensively? How do you think we performed offensively? And leave me a comment below. How do you like this kind of, I guess, different format, so to say? So that's it for me. I'll see you guys for after week 5 when we play the Raiders. Big game in the division. Raiders definitely have been improved this year as expected. So it's going to be an interesting game, but definitely a winnable game on the road in the black hole. Going to be a hostile environment, but I think we can definitely come away with the W. So take care, guys. Enjoy the game come Saturday, and let's go Broncos, baby. 4-0. We're still rolling. Come get us.